Though it's said we should recite according to our personal circumstances, we ought to cultivate a habit of Amitabha recitation. We should live to recite and recite to live. We should blend recitation into the very fabric of our lives. There is a Chinese saying, "Accumulated habits become one's nature." Our basic nature is not acquired. It has been part of us since birth. Greed, anger, ignorance, delusion, confusion, vexation, and calculation are part of our basic nature. What is least habitual is Amitabha recitation. Over the course of a day, our recitations are few, but our delusions and confused thoughts are many. Says the Purification and Deliverance of Bodhisattva Sutra, every day in each person's mind there arise 84,000 delusive thoughts. Each generates karma leading to rebirth in the three wretched realms. The number 84,000 signifies a vast amount, as many as grains of sand on the ground. There is a story that took place in Japan about 70 or 80 years ago. An old lady went to a hospital to be examined for stomach pain. The doctor told her she had final stage stomach cancer. Medical treatment was backward at the time. The doctor said she hadn't long to live, perhaps a few weeks. If she agreed to donate her body to the medical school, all her expenses would be waived, and she would receive the best care, including specialist nursing. The old lady replied, "Good. I accept your kind offer since I have no money to pay." Then she gave the doctor everything she had, 30 yen, as supplementary expenses. After hospitalization for a week, a month, 2 months, the old lady seemed just fine, and the color was returning to her face. The hospital doctors wondered whether there had been a misdiagnosis. So they repeated the diagnostic procedures. The conclusion was the same. The old woman indeed had final stage stomach cancer. The hospital gave her no medicine, as none were suitable. But why was her condition getting better and better? The doctors questioned her. It turned out that since her admission to the hospital, she had held a grateful attitude, happy for her good fortune. Despite developing such a disease at an advanced age, she was receiving such excellent treatment. She thought that the doctor was like Amitabha Buddha. The nurses were Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, and the other caregivers were Bodhisattva Mahastamaprapta. She accepted it all gratefully and thought of Amitabha Buddha and recited his name. As a result, the negative karma that caused the disease was eradicated and her health improved. The hospital's doctors and nurses then said to themselves, "We should recite Amitabha's name too." Curing diseases requires more than medicine. No matter how effective the medical treatment, patients who are distressed, feel wronged, and harbor grievances are not going to get well. The lesson of the story is that we must learn to relax and try our best to be content and grateful. We should avoid being calculating and be willing to accept disadvantage. We should be ready to admit wrongdoing, as well as undertake self-reflection and repentance. By keeping our hearts gentle and soft, we will be able to subdue worries and illness. Thank you. Namo Amitabha Buddha.